analysis of resources and capabilities.
The definition of resources excludes assets readily available in markets. Resources include financial, human, knowledge, physical, organizational, reputational, and technological assets. Knowledge ranges from information that is relatively easy to codify and transmit to know-how that is tacit. Knowledge creation and management are potential sources of competitive advantage, especially if they enhance valuable tacit know-how or provide information enabling a first-mover advantage. The firm's resources are not static and may be emerging along a predetermined path as the firm follows a specific strategy, for example, growth, stability, or retrenchment. 58 or simply drifts because the firm does not have an effective strategy. Moreover, the value of the firm's resources and competitors' resources change over time. Resources are firm-specific assets that to some degree must meet several criteria. J. Barney called this the VRIO framework, with the acronym standing for valuable, rare, inimitable, and organization. 59. 1. Resources must be valuable, that is, capable of exploiting opportunities, reducing threats, and creating a sustainable competitive advantage, for example, a sustainable level of excellence in cash flow generation. For a resource to be truly valuable, the firm must be able to associate the resource with specific value-creating opportunities. If a resource is not unequivocally valuable, then its ability to create value is suspect. 2. Resources must be rare, that is, not readily available in markets. Moreover, most if not all competitors do not possess them or have the means to create them, except perhaps at great cost. Resources that are valuable but not rare cannot produce a sustainable competitive advantage because they are readily available to competitors. At best, they can produce competitive parity. 3. Resources must be difficult to imitate, otherwise, competitors could copy them. At the extreme, the more useful, albeit confusing, word is inimitability. That is, the resource cannot be imitated. Perhaps the technology is proprietary, for example, intellectual property, or the technology is physically not available for reverse engineering. Resources must also have few or no substitutes, that is, other resources cannot replace them. Causal ambiguity, that is, ambiguous cause-effect relationships, may preclude imitation. That is, the observable is not necessarily the source of competitive advantage. For example, firms may have socially complex networked resources, for example, organizational culture, senior management synergies, tacit knowledge, transformational leadership, etc. 4. The firm must be able to exploit its resources. Firms combine resources to create distinctive capabilities that they use to complete specific activities efficiently and effectively. As firms refine their distinctive capabilities, they develop processes and routines, repetitively used codified and tacit practices, to enhance their distinctive capabilities and ensure optimal execution. These are complementary resources. They enhance the value, rarity, and difficulty of imitating the firm's primary resources. Resources are typically evaluated in the preceding order of importance, that is, how valuable, most important, how rare, how inimitable, and how exploitable. Thus, as a resource's value rises, T, rareness, T, inimitability, T, and exploitability rises, T, the more likely it is that the resource is a major strength, able to form capabilities, exploit opportunities, and diminish threats. Example, NGC sees its leading capabilities in climate and environment technologies, battle management, cybersecurity, defense electronics, homeland security, information technology and networks, naval shipbuilding, public health, systems integration, and space and missile defense. 60. Example, in October 2010, NGC opened the first commercial cyber test range in the UK. The cyber range will simulate large infrastructures and global threats and evaluate how these networks, whether military, civilian or commercial, respond to an attack in order to develop capabilities that will make these networks more secure. The range is linked to NGC's Cyberspace Solutions Center in Maryland, United States. One conclusion: keeping in mind that NGC spends over $600 million a year on research, it appears many of NGC's resources would variously meet the 4 resource criteria. Moreover, NGC has combined resources to create capabilities that may produce sustainable competitive advantages. Example: in February 2009, Wes Bush explained how NGC developed a portfolio approach to managing roughly 100 different business elements. He said, "We fully characterize each of these in terms of its products, technologies, customers, competitors, competitiveness, financial performance, and balance sheet. We also consider impacts resulting from the interdependencies of these business elements." 62. Conclusion: this appears to be a best practices approach to managing the business. NGC's competitors and suppliers would likely have similar analytical tools, so NGC's portfolio analysis, while valuable, is probably not rare, inimitable, and exploitable.